It's called trauma-informed care, and it focuses on the root of a child's trauma first to better understand how to correct their problematic and sometimes violent behavior. The method has been practiced at youth villages for the last 15 years and just recently was given its official name. When Cameron Christie feels angry or frustrated, she reaches for her djembe.
I learned how to control my anger and not let it get the best of me.
As a child, she endured deep physical and emotional trauma.
I was sexually abused by my father and mother.
Removed from the home and put in foster care, Cameron and her two sisters were adopted by Carolyn Christie.
The first year was absolute hell.
Still, they worked hard to blend the family, meeting regularly with psychiatrists and therapists. But as Cameron grew, so did her problems.
And then when she hit middle school, that's when she really started with the fighting, and she was having a lot of suicidal feelings. She was the one who knew that she needed help, and she wanted to go someplace where she could get it.
And we'll get a lot of youth who've been neglected. They've been abused. They've had no upbringing.
Youth Villages responded with an approach called trauma-informed care, which focuses on the events that cause a child's trauma before trying to fix behavioral problems.
Trauma affects every part of the brain, so them acting out is because of the emotional trauma that they've endured. It's not, they're not doing it just to do it. They're doing it because, well, that's the only way that they've ever been conditioned.
This involves various methods, including therapeutic art programs, to something called neurofeedback, which retrains parts of the brain impacted by trauma through video games.
And then they focus on the cat that they choose.
Chris Raines oversees brain-based services at youth villages.
The brain maps tell us what areas of the brain are overfiring or underfiring, and we can actually start to train that brain to go to be more operant so that they're firing correct.
Another critical element to trauma-informed care is relationships.
We get a lot of kids here that when they show up, they don't trust any of us because we're adults and adults haven't been good to them.
Tom Harris created the therapeutic drumming program at youth villages.
The relationship that we develop with them needs to respond to their needs in an appropriate way. When they come through that door, they're going to be treated with dignity and respect. They're going to have someone who's excited to see them.
Cameron, how important is it to find someone you trust?
It's really important. You're always going to want somebody that you can talk to.
Youth Villages has helped the Christies learn to cope together.
Just looking at what the girls experience as young toddlers, young children, what does that do for you inside?
At first, it just made me sick and angry, and now I think I've sort of healed from it like they have too. They know that they're loved, and they know that they're in a family that's going to support them.
Youth Villages serves children across 15 states, including here in Georgia. It's based in Douglasville and has helped close to 450 youth and families just last year. For CBS 46 News, I'm Karen Greer.